My friends, I'm very nervous about this video because I think I know what's gonna happen, and I have had something very similar happen to me, and it was very, very painful. Haminations, my ear exploded! As you can see, for once in my life, I'm not late. This was posted 24 minutes ago. I had no idea what the video was gonna be about, so now I have to face all of the thoughts of ears exploding, and that's what we're gonna focus on today. So I'm very excited to cringe in pain and misery and sadness of all the memories. To any kids watching, I don't think his ear literally exploded. When I met the guy, he had 2 ears. Ear explosions happen on the inside. You can't see it. Anyways, let's check it out. Brand new Haminations, RobertIDK. It is my job to review these videos. So here we go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Just a comfy shower and a toothbrush.
All right, tomorrow's the big day. Gonna meet my fans. Gotta rest up and be ready to do the best meet and greets ever. Surely nothing bad will happen to me before then.
Your ear has other plans.
Hi, I'm Bryson, and this story revolves around my ears. And if you take a look at the Bryson character sheet, you'll notice that while the young versions of me have ears, the current version doesn't, because I don't listen. But for the purposes of this video, whenever we're talking about my ears, I'm just gonna do that. As I was preparing for VidCon, my ear started to hurt a bit. I had a feeling it was an ear infection, so I took some medication and hoped it would clear up before the con. My family and I flew out, started setting up the booth, and then ate dim sum together.
Well, okay, wait. What year was this? Are you gonna say what year it was? Because I need to know if I was there. Did this happen when I was around and I had no idea?
Robert, I told you that my ear was hurting and you didn't listen.
No, it's not that. It's not that. That didn't happen. I ain't hear nothing about no ears.
The next day, we finished setting up and began relaxing in the pool to prepare for the busy days ahead. My ear was still feeling funky, but I thought it was no big deal and would heal up with my trusty ear drops. I was
Don't go swimming with an ear infection.
Content, and the universe laughed. I went to bed blissfully ignorant of the horrors that lay ahead.
Blissfully ignorant sounds right.
In the middle of the night, I was stabbed awake by a horrible pain that felt like this. Can you stop? In summary, it hurt. A lot. But I was still in denial. It was just a tiny ear infection. I wrestled with the pain
it's just
for
nothing.
What felt like
Listen, an ear infection is one of those things that sucks so hard and you never think about it until you have it and you're like, I just wish I could go back to life before this. Because it's in your head, right? We're gonna do one of these moments right here. If you are not sick right now, if you are in normal health, I want you to take a moment, be grateful, because you know that next time you get sick, you'll be like, man, all this time I felt fine and I didn't appreciate it. Be appreciative that you don't have an ear infection right now, okay? Because it sucks. But also, you should not swim with any ear problems whatsoever. That's like rule number 1.
But I was still in denial. It was just a tiny ear infection. I wrestled with the pain for what felt like an eternity.
Oh no.
Trying desperately in vain to fall back asleep.
Oh no.
Eventually, I just started silently weeping. And then out of frustration, I punched my mattress, which woke up Brenner, who was sleeping on the top bunk.
What's wrong,
That's a testament to how much pain I was in. Since Brenner sleeps so heavily he could nap through an earthquake.
Wow.
That's not hyperbole. He slept through a real earthquake once. What's wrong, man?
Haven't we all?
My ear hurts. Why didn't you wake anyone up to help you? I didn't want to be a burden. Planning your funeral would be a burden. You're going to the hospital. Brenner woke up my parents and they took me to the ER. The doctor looked in my ear and said,
Yep, it's messed up.
Your eardrum's ruptured.
Oh yeah, is that my boy James? James as the doctor? Where's the voice credits? We don't do voice credits in the, okay, all right. Well, I'm pretty sure that was James, he was the doctor before.
Your eardrum's ruptured.
I was shocked. I always assumed that if your eardrum ruptured, that you would go deaf in that ear. Like in the movies when a gunshot goes off. But since I could still hear, I just assumed it couldn't be that. And I had no idea what had caused it. Apparently, eardrums can rupture spontaneously, which is awesome sauce. It's also possible that I had an ear infection, which weakened the eardrum and caused it to rupture. And going swimming the day before certainly didn't help.
Yes,
that's what I said. Let Brenner, Mom, and Dad look in my ear, and they all winced.
Yeah, I want to hammer this home again, and I don't want to pause it again too quickly. If any of you guys ever have ear problems, you feel something coming on in your ear, don't go swimming. My sister had ear infection problems when we were kids, and she always had to wear earplugs when we were swimming. And she would have a hissy fit at me if I ever splashed her. I'm like, yo, chill. real diva. Am I right? But no, don't go swimming if you have ear problems.
Then the doctor let Brenner, Mom, and Dad look in my ear, and they all
Disgusting!
winced. Brenner said it looked like a gaping hole in my head, like the eardrum was just gone.
That's what
the
ears
doctor
kinda
gave me
are.
medication and told me to set up an appointment with an ear, nose, throat specialist when I went home. Ruptured eardrum? I hope it's not irreplaceable. I was so exhausted and in pain, all I could think about was sleep. I didn't know if I'd be able to do VidCon. We went back to the
That's
Airbnb
where the meds
and
come
I
in.
slept while my family ran the booth. Everyone was asking them about me. When will Bryson be here?
We don't know. He's feeling sick.
Don't tell them that. They'll think that he's contagious. He's not sick. His eardrum exploded and he's in terrible pain. So we don't know if he's gonna...
Oh, that's fine.
I'm never one to disappoint, and fortunately, despite my lack of sleep, my medication was working.
Nice.
They got me on that good stuff.
Yo.
And I had an earplug in to protect my ear from excess noise. And I did the meet and greet, looking totally normal for sure. Luckily, that was my
It doesn't look
least
too normal
busy
to begin
day.
with.
The worst was yet to come.
Nice to meet you. Huh? I love your videos. What? You're so funny. Say what?
Hi, I'm yelling Yennefer, and I have to say everything in yells. He wasn't prepared for that. He also wasn't prepared for megaphone mic. When he talks to people, he always speaks through a megaphone. His therapist recommended it. He has to do it. Sorry, Bryson. It's just how he is. Are you gonna be ableist? Are you gonna say no to megaphone mic? Speaking of being loud, Lola has a migraine right now, so I probably shouldn't be too loud. How are you feeling, sweetheart?
A little bit better.
So I can yell?
I just have like the after effect where it's on like the top of my head. It's just sore now.
So do you think the soundproofing in the room helps with your migraine?
I don't know, I never really noticed the ringing before, but I would say, yeah, your voice sounds more distinct.
Oh yeah, that distinctive voice.
Say what? Sorry, I can't hear you very well.
No, that one was no
Then
good.
that night, some friends and I got to go to Disneyland briefly. And I was in the mindset of, first we'll go on Cars, use the Fast Pass on Incredicoaster, do Single Rider on Guardians,
What's with all
and then
these
gun into
bad
the other
choices
park.
when you
Got
have an
it?
ear infection?
Go, go, go! But while I was trying to get us on the ride, we got a little held back because someone wanted to meet Lightning McQueen in the flesh, or in the steel.
Is this real?
We got on the ride, and I don't know if it was a malfunction or something, but they just sent us through the ride twice. Brody was in heaven. Okay, the park's closing soon. We gotta get to the Incredicoaster.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a quick peek at the souvenirs.
Then he bought the
Oh my gosh, you guys. But no, Bryson making bad decision after bad decision while there's an ear problem. Okay, going swimming, bad. And listen, I get it. He doesn't live in LA, so when he goes to LA, you gotta go to Disneyland. I get it. It's hard to resist, but bro, of all of the things that are going to make your ears rattle and shake and explode more, that's one of the bad ones, I would say. Going to a theme park.
Okay, I'm just gonna take a quick peek at the souvenirs.
Then he bought the entirety of the gift shop.
Good for you, Brody. Good for you.
Come on! We ran as fast as we could, but it was shut down due to a malfunction.
Aw,
there were
man.
people stuck in their seats at the beginning of the ride, imprisoned for all time.
That's really
no!
sad. They're still
Let's try
there
to get
to
to
this
the
day.
Guardians while there's still time. It's shut down! No! California Adventure
God is
closed.
trying to protect your ear,
But
bro.
Disneyland is still open. We can still catch Rise of the Resistance. Oh my God! We're closed. No!
God is protecting you, Bryson. Can't you see a sign when it's in front of you? Just relax, drink some water, stay on the meds. See, this is what a lot of people with hyperactive brains don't really realize. We want excitement, but the hardest part about being sick is you're supposed to avoid excitement, supposed to just relax and chill. But when Bryson is near Disneyland, oh no, no, no. Relaxation is not an option. But not for real, bro. You gotta chill. This is why, you know how he said the worst was yet to come? I bet the next day wasn't even that much crazier. I bet it's because he did this that the next day was way worse.
We can still catch Rise of the Resistance. Oh my God! We're closed. No!
Well, I think that was a great trip.
Yeah, get him.
The next day, I had 3 meet and greets coming up, but I decided to do my best to manage the pain and play it by ear. Since
That
I'm
one
an
was better.
introvert,
That was
meet
better.
and greets are really hard for me, but also very rewarding. It's always great to meet you guys, so don't ever hesitate to say hi. Then I did a drawing panel with some other creators. Luckily, this time we handed the drawings out to people instead of throwing them as paper airplanes. I'll
Oh.
never forget the first drawing panel I did. I made a funny drawing, then folded it into a paper airplane and threw it into the crowd.
3 casualties.
The moment I let go of the plane, I knew I had made a mistake.
Oh no.
The crowd went feral. People were jumping, pushing, and
grabbing. I want the exclusive drawing!
But we did it for the first drawing, so we were committed to doing it for the rest of them on that panel. I'm never doing that again, I thought.
Oh, see, you can't make that mistake with these panels at these conventions and stuff. You know what this reminds me of? We're talking way back in the day at this point. Early YouTube days for me. I was a big fan of Jacksepticeye, and I would go to his panels when I would go to conventions. I'd check out his stuff. But his fans were very, very parasocial, very like...
You're my reason to live.
This is insane, actually. His panels would have no like plan or organization to them. It would just be Q&A, and there was no organization to the Q&A, so it's whoever can sprint to the microphone first gets to ask a question. So whoever goes first gets their question asked, and they didn't plan anything. They didn't plan a question, so every single time it's like, can I have a hug?
Can I have a hug?
And Jack's like, oh, you know, they said, like, I shouldn't do this because, you know, if I give you a hug, then I have to give everyone a hug. Oh, okay. And then they run up and give him a hug. And the panel was literally, let's watch people give Jacksepticeye a hug for an hour. Like, I was a big Jack fan, and I'm like, dude, why am I here? What am I doing? What am I doing with my life? You gotta be careful with these events at the conventions. You give them an inch, they'll take a mile. One paper airplane, you got a whole fleet coming in. Be careful, people.
I'm never doing that again, I thought. But then the very next VidCon, they told us to do it.
Oh,
Despite
no.
my telling everyone to stay calm
no.
and stay seated, once we threw the planes, people were jumping out of their seats, moshing at the front, and pushing. I'd throw an airplane, multiple people would get a grip
you thought
on it,
Woodstock
and they would
99
all
was
pull,
bad?
ripping the drawing to shreds. It was chaos.
Yeah.
Like, guys, it's a 60-second drawing of a ham with a top hat.
Yeah, I agree. Chill. But no, you guys thought Woodstock 99 was bad? That's nothing compared to a Bryson paper airplane drawing. Limp Biscuit, break stuff. Oh, there you go. There you go. Woodstock 99. Bryson Pandemonium. This is what it's like when Bryson throws a paper airplane into a crowd.
Break your face tonight! Give me some break!
The chaos ensues. Yeah, so just think this times 1,000. That is what it's like when Bryson throws an airplane. But no, I agree. It is a drawing. This is a drawing. Wait! I almost forgot to mention this, actually. Did you boop like on this video yet? Because you need to do that for me. If you could just boop like on the video, it helps me out. Leave a comment. I want to know what you think about this, because this is a very weird story. And make sure you are subscribed to both me and to Bryson, of course. All right, I almost forgot to say that. Thank you.
It's a 60-second drawing of a ham with a top hat. Chill. But luckily, this time, the staff just handed the drawings out after the show.
Good.
There was no carnage. The casualties are dropping year by year.
Yay.
Most people who meet me survive the encounter. Hi, nice to meet you.
Barely.
Same here.
I barely made it.
Meeny, miny, you. Thanks for coming. Bye.
I know I've seen this, it's
they
true.
closed down the expo hall so that all the creators could experience all the booths.
Wow.
I got some free stuff, and my friends asked if I wanted to go out to eat, and I said, that sounds great. Then we all went out to eat more dim sum because I'm a dim sum goblin. Pork buns, hot and sour soup, and dumplings hate to see me coming, I'll tell you what. You know that food in Studio Ghibli movies that you always wanted to eat? It was like that,
Yeah.
but real. I made quick work of that and got some much needed shut-eye.
Wow. Oh no,
I was pretty tired, but luckily today I only had to do 4 meet and greets. They call me the meter and greeter extraordinaire. And not to brag, but I did it all with a hole in my head. Because my fans are the coolest and sweetest ever. They deserve a creator who will show up for them.
Yeah.
Dried blood on your plushie is just part of the experience, guys. And now y'all know.
I can relate to a lot of this though. With VidCon and with conventions, it's like it comes around once a year and your body kind of goes into overdrive because you have like hundreds, potentially thousands of people who are excited to meet you. And if you are a person with a conscience and you're like, okay, I want these people to have a good experience meeting me, you gotta kind of summon energy from the depths of your soul and just run off of fumes all day. And by the end of the day, it's like, oh my gosh, how did I literally survive? Like humans, we aren't meant to meet this many people in one day. But yeah, you gotta rise to the occasion. So with a broken ear, I can only imagine. Though to be fair, I guess maybe I can relate because VidCon 2020 2023, that was the year that I had all of my intestinal issues. And I actually like had some horrible pain for most of the day, but it's like, you know what? They don't call me RobertIDK for nothing. I gotta summon the energy and summon the courage to meet these people. And that was a really good day. You know, I met Bryson, hung out with him for a bit, met James, met Rebecca Parham, met something else YT, had some good chats. And it's because I summoned those fumes, baby. Just the only way.
And now y'all know, even if I broke my back, I'd still pull up. Hi, nice to meet you. Let me sign that.
Maybe.
Do you want a picture? Yeah.
That one's gonna look weird.
Thank you. Finally, after several hours, I had done it. I went backstage and deflated in a chair. You can say no, but there's one more family that traveled a long way that missed you and really wants to meet you.
I'll do it.
And they were really sweet and understanding.
Aww.
And then finally, I was done for real this time.
Yay.
And now you know that if you met me at VidCon this year, my ear was busted the whole time. Once VidCon was over...
This year. Oh yeah, I guess VidCon 2025 did happen, didn't it? Yeah, in June. Yeah, I just totally... Yeah, I did not go this year.
Once VidCon was over, my family and I were exhausted, but we had one more thing planned.
Oh
and
my
we
goodness.
Were gonna do it right this time. Okay, we'll show up early, then we'll run to Nintendo World, ride Mario Kart, then, while everyone else is trying to get to Mario Kart, we'll book it to Harry Potter. Go, go, go! Can I take a look at the souvenirs first?
The most Bryson sentence that has ever been said. The most Bryson sentence that has ever been said.
We'll show up early, then we'll run to Nintendo World, ride Mario Kart, then, while everyone else is trying to get to Mario Kart, we'll book it to Harry Potter. Go, go, go! Can I take a look at the souvenirs first? No!
No, there's no Lego!
Then we approached the Jurassic Park ride that warned, you will get wet on this ride.
Oh, no.
So I put an earplug in and bought a poncho to be extra cautious. And my dad called me a wimp.
The little bit of splash from that ride is nothing compared to the damage that you've done to your ear over the last few days already, bro. The shaking up and down on every ride that you go on, the simulated earthquake, the loud crowds, you're waiting in line for however long and people are just yapping. At that point, your ear is honestly gonna need revival from the most qualified experts in the world to survive this anyway. So a little bit of Jurassic water is fine at that point.
And my dad called me a wimp, like a supportive father. Don't worry, he later ate those words, along with a bucket's worth of theme park water.
Nice. Oh yeah, true, theme park water. The freshest, cleanest, most drinkable water in the world. Ah!
My body was dry and my hairdo was high. All right, next ride. I did the right thing and protected myself. After all, I didn't want to be irresponsible. Also, I'm used to getting recognized at VidCon.
That was kind of funny.
Really?
Irresponsible.
Did you hear the 10 other puns that he said?
No, I have selective hearing.
Okay, all right. Because I'm like, at the 10th one, I'm like... Okay, let's put on a smile for this one. No, there were some good ones. I guess is that what he said, irresponsible? Yeah, that was pretty good, I guess. That was pretty good. That was okay.
I'm used to getting recognized at VidCon, but usually in other public spaces, I fly under the radar. So I was surprised by how many people recognized me at Universal. It was nice to meet people in a different setting. Sorry about the blood. Then we flew home. Fortunately, my ear hadn't been hurting as much, so I stopped taking the pain medication and just stayed on the antibiotic to fight the infection. But now that I was home, I had to actually set up an appointment to see what the recovery process would be like.
10
would I
years!
need surgery, an ear transplant, a head transplant? How long would it take? Who knows? I dialed the number.
Oh, no.
I was gonna set up the appointment all by myself like a true adult.
What's your insurance?
I don't know.
Who's your primary care provider?
James.
I don't know.
Do you at least have an ID?
I don't know.
Show up in a week and we'll see what we can do.
Crushed it. I showed
Good
up,
job.
told him what happened, and he had a device that let me look into my ear while he was. And to my surprise, it was healed. I was shocked. 2 weeks
Against
earlier,
all odds, Bryson probably was doing a lot of praying that he did not tell us about because he did literally everything wrong when it comes to recovering an ear. There's the swimming, the theme parks, everything that happens in the theme park, the meeting a bunch of people talking directly into your ear at VidCon, flying in a plane. That's a whole other thing. Listen, have any of you guys like been on a plane and the altitude changes and then your ear plugs up and it's like you're trying to unplug it for like an hour and it doesn't unplug. That is the worst. That happens to me with healthy ears. Yeah, he literally did everything wrong. Modern medicine and the good Lord were the only two things that can be responsible for this.
To my surprise, it was healed. I was shocked. 2 weeks earlier, when we were just learning that my eardrum was ruptured, the doctor let my family look and see, and they all said it looked like a bullet went through my head.
It's disgusting!
Like, the eardrum wasn't just damaged. They said it was pretty much gone completely, so I assumed the healing process would take much longer.
Yeah.
But the doctor said,
Yeah, you're young and healthy, and the body is an amazing thing. You actually healed yourself without needing us at all.
Wow.
Anyways, that'll be $200.
No, he had antibiotics.
No eardrum to completely healed in 2 weeks. Are you guys hearing this?
Yep.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Don't worry, I'll be here all night. In conclusion, I had a great time at VidCon despite my irritating mishap.
It's been a long day, Bryson. I'm with the audience on this one.
But for real, it was great seeing all the animator buddies, meeting all my wonderful fans, and getting my social interaction for the year over and done with.
Yeah.
After all that, I think I'll go back to having no ears and not listening again. I've heard enough.
Lola, has anything bad ever happened to your ears? I know you've been to a lot of concerts over the years.
No, I actually take my hearing protection very seriously, and I wear earplugs at every single concert. Because I think the fact was like, 30 seconds of loud noise exposure is enough to like damage your hearing. And I don't want to lose my hearing as I get older.
Here's one thing I will say. When I was like a teenager and young adult, I liked listening to my music like as loud as possible because I was like, the louder it is, the more dopamine this releases, the more I connect with it, the more chills I get. But honestly, now that I'm older, I'm like, I straight up don't like listening to music that's too loud. Like it doesn't appeal to me. So I don't know if I have any lesson there, but I will say to any youngins who listen to their music too loud and maybe their parents are always telling them or some people are always telling them, you're gonna damage your ears if you do that. 1, that's true. 2, on the positive side, maybe you won't even care too much about loud music in a few years, okay? But if you have an ear infection, don't do anything that Bryson did here because it's bad. And your ears are sensitive little creatures and your ears love you and they want you to protect them, okay? And with that being said, I want you to listen to this. We have been posting so many slapperinos on the channel recently. If you have not seen all of our recent videos, you should check them out and make sure that you're caught up because man, when I tell you we've made some slappers recently, okay? So now that this video is ending, check something else out. Here's the whole playlist of times we looked at Haminations. Here's a video that YouTube thinks you will like in particular. This is Bryson's channel. And if you want to watch something else, just click on our channel and click on something else, okay? Thanks for watching my stuff. I appreciate you. Bye.